Hey everyone, we're back for another workout of the day. Today is an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 22 minutes. It's called Hi-Temp. It is 16 V-ups to a weight, 16 alternating V-ups to a weight, 8 handstand push-ups, 16 goblet squats, 8 burpees. And every time you complete 3 rounds of that, you're going to do 80 double unders. So we're going to go through all of these movements and the modifications, and then you can get started. All right, so our first movement is going to be our alternating V-ups to a weight. So first, let's just go over the V-up, alternating V-up without the weight. So we are going to come, bringing our whole back off the ground and touching that toe, come back down and alternating back and forth. So that would be, the one modification without the weight. Using a weight, you can use a plate or a dumbbell and come down, reaching, trying to touch that weight. Make sure that you don't cheat yourself and only come half off the ground. We want our whole back off the ground. You can also do alternating to the knees, and you can use a weight too. So okay, or you can sit on a bench or the floor and just do push-outs, but make sure that you're bringing your back and forth as you move through that movement. Okay. Next movement would be the handstand push-up. We'll go through modifications first. So modification for the handstand push-up would just be a regular push-up. So we want a nice, good push-up position. We want our hand to be underneath our shoulder here, and we want to come out and make sure that we are in a nice, good plank position. Our butt is not up, our butt is not sagging. It is nice, in a nice neutral position. Our back is straight, and we're coming straight down and all the way up where our elbows are locking out at the top. You can also do a modified push-up on your knees. Same thing. We don't want our butt to be back or forward. We want to be in a nice neutral position. Come down, touching the chest. You can also use a bench to do the push-up on. So again, we're coming down and trying to touch our chest to the bench. So with the handstand push-up, you can work your way up to being in a handstand, but you can do a pike push-up, which is just the opposite of what I told you, and you're going to actually be pushing your butt up to the ground. So you're going to be in a pike position. So you're going to be kind of like in a V shape. You're going to be kind of on your toes, and you're going to come down and try to touch your head in between your hands. So you're not coming forward, you're coming down. So there's that. Or you can use a bench or a box, put your feet on top. The more you walk in, the more it's going to be like you're on the wall. So again, we want to touch to in between your hands. Now on the wall, the modifications would be that you can place something on the ground so that when you come down, you're only coming down maybe halfway. So you can put like some plates or an ab mat or a plate with an ab mat on it to come down to. But otherwise, I mean, it's something that you can work your way up to. You're just going to kind of cartwheel yourself onto the wall, come down, touch the ground, and push up. Or you can do a kipping push-up, come down in like an upside seat, kick up with your feet, and push up with your hands at the same time. You can also do one other thing. You can take 2 dumbbells, but I'm just going to take this one, and you can do a seated position and press straight up with the dumbbell And again, you want to, if you can also do that with your band here. Sit on your band and push up, and make sure you don't let the band control your arms, and make it flop all around. Okay. Next is our goblet squat. Let's go over the squat proper form. So the modification would be without the weight, but a goblet squat is with weight. So we want to make sure our feet are about hip width, maybe slightly wider than hip width apart, depending on your mobility. Our toes are going to be pointed slightly outward. This is going to allow our knees to follow our toes outward. Why do we want this? Well, if we do this, we can come straight up and down, keeping nice and tall and straight. And this allows all the weight to be stacked on top of each other. So all of our bones and muscles are supporting each other as we come up and down. If we start rolling to our toes, so if you have your toes pointed forward, unless you're very mobile, like your mobility is excellent, you're going to automatically roll onto your toes. And that's going to make my body compensate by moving backwards. And so this part of my body is shifting forward, this part is moving backwards. So things are not stacked on top of each other, which is a great way to injure yourself. So make sure your knees are coming out. We're going to come straight down. Our chest is going to be up. And we're going to try to get to at least parallel this part of my leg, parallel to the ground or below, and come back up. So we just want to stay up and down. So you can do air squats. You can do goblet squats with the weight. Take that dumbbell, hold it with two hands, coming down. Nice and easy. If you have a band and no weight, you can use a band. Go ahead and do in that front squat position, come down, make sure, again, you're controlling the band is not controlling you. You can also take a bench. Come down. Again, we want our feet to be flat on the ground the whole time, our toes to be slightly outward. We don't want to let our knees to come in. We don't want to be pushing on our legs here. That's going to put so much pressure on those knees, ankles, and hips. We want to make sure that we are using our legs to stand up, straight up and down. We don't want to get loose when we come down. We don't want to lift our feet and roll upward. We want to make sure our feet stay glued to the floor. Our chest is up. If you need a little extra help, you can use your hands and do a little bit of a push, but not much, hopefully, and work those legs. You can also use a weight. And again, very important not to roll upward, just straight up and down using my legs only. The next movement is our burpee, everybody's favorite. So we're going to come down into that plank position all the way out, come down, touch the ground, push up, upward, push our feet all the way to our hands, finish with a nice jump on top. You can also do half burpee, no push-up. So go ahead, kick those out, but make sure you're coming all the way out, all the way up, all the way out, not a halfway, all the way, and come up. You can also use a bench here, and you can do it with or without the push-up. So with the push-up, make sure you stand up all the way. So a lot of people on the bench just tend to kick out and come, they tend to do this, right? But they're not coming all the way up. So make sure you stand all the way up at the top, and you can do it without the push-up. But again, stand all the way up at the top. Okay, so every time you complete 3 rounds of those movements, you're going to do 80 double unders, which is jump roping. So you're going to pass that jump rope under your feet twice before landing. It is all about flicking the wrist in a nice steady pace rhythm, right? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 is the rhythm. So you want to hold the jump rope handle with just 3 fingers. That allows the wrist to do the work. We don't want to be swinging your arms around. And if you cannot do double unders, just do regular jump ropes, just singles. And you can double that number to 160, or you can just work your way up to 100 or 80, depending on where you're at. If you have no jump rope, you can pretend like you do and do jumping double taps. 1 2 1 2 1 2. So you want to tap before you land, twice before you land on the ground. So if you cannot be jumping up and down, you just kind of run in place to get that heart going, moving that body, working yourself up. So that is the workout of the day. Again, keep going through those rounds, mark down your weight and your movements, revisit, see if you can get more rounds, see how you progress. And remember, any good fitness program goes with a good health and nutrition program. And so you can visit us at www.macromachinecoaching.com, where you can see all of the programs that we offer, book a one-on-one consultation, talk with a coach, figure out if this program is right for you, if you're right for us, and which program would fit you the best. So all that is done with the consultation. So make sure you book that, you talk to a real live person, and you get some good insight. Also, visit our supplement store on our website. If you scroll all the way down, you'll see supplement store. There's a link there. Click in there. There's lots of clean, good products, and you can get 25% off. So on all your products, if you go through that link. So I will see you next time. Good luck, have fun, and let's go.